Lego My Jameso.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel Lego My Jameso. I'm super excited to start this video series on how to create your own Bricklink store. Today's video is going to be relatively brief, nothing super intense, but it's going to show you how to create a Bricklink profile and steps you need to do in order to become a seller. So one requirement of becoming a seller is that you need positive feedback. To obtain positive feedback, all you need to do is place an order at a store. Some stores do not let new buyers purchase at their stores. You know, if they're more serious, then they don't want to deal with canceling orders and whatnot. I myself allow buyers, even with negative reviews, to order from me. So hey, if you find something you want at James Brick Warehouse, place an order. I will send it to you as quickly as possible, and I will definitely leave you positive feedback. But there again, if you find somebody else that has what you want, or order from them, I'm just here to help get you started with the store. You do need to be 18 or older to sell on Bricklink, but if you're somebody that just wants to see Bricklink in general and use the website, then have your parents sign you up. That's what I did when I was younger, and it was just amazing to kind of browse and see, okay, hey, these parts are in this set, or I want to buy this, and you know, it's cool just to browse some store pages and be like, oh wow, this guy has the $100 bill piece, and he has 10 of them, you know, so you can add a bunch of things to your cart, and it's relatively cost effective, you know, for specialty pieces. So I'm going to show you some of Bricklink now. I'm just going to show you some basics, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Please like and subscribe if you want to keep seeing videos helping you with your Bricklink store. Please subscribe, leave comments with questions you have, or if there's something in particular you want to see. Even if you're a seller right now and you say, hey, I really don't know how to do this and I'm trying to look for that answer and I can't find it, please reach out. You can reach out to me on my store page, James Brick Warehouse. You can send me an email to legomyjameso@gmail.com, or you can just leave a comment in this video or any other video. So I'm going to show you Bricklink now. Thanks again for stopping back into the channel to see this video. Okay, so this tutorial is going to be on PC. You can use other computers. You can use an iPad with a keyboard, but I would recommend having a computer or a larger device. It would be much harder to do on a mobile device. And if you're going to be have a store, you need a computer then for it, because for ease of listing and labeling and whatnot, it's good to have your computer. So all right, go to your browser, type in Bricklink, and go to the website. When you do that, you'll come up and see this page. This might be different depending on the time when you see the video, but typically these stay the same. This is usually just a banner showing some current things, you know, like they just had this round 3 of crowdfunding. So Bricklink's pretty awesome. If you have not ever been on Bricklink, check out these awesome features. You know, there's all the sets that were ever made by Lego, parts, figures, mock builds, plenty of other features as well. Up here is where you have your major features. So market is, you know, everything that's for sale. Studio is where you can create things, and community is where you can, you know, look for help, ask questions, reach out to other builders, and just see what, you know, it's just a community of Lego people, so to say. Great place. All right, so the first thing you want to do is log in and register. If you have a login already, then, you know, most of this doesn't really apply to you, but for registering, this is where you want to go. So when you're in the registration page, this comes up. First things first, email address. If you're just somebody that's going to buy a couple things, your regular email is fine. If you truthfully intend on selling, even if you just think, okay, I'll sell a set or two, that's fine. Still make a separate email, because sooner or later you're gonna be like, oh, I'll sell this, and because you buy more things and you sell some parts, and it's better to have one set email for Bricklink that keeps everything in the same place. So when I started, I did not have the same email, and things were cluttered, and they became cluttered real quickly. And so you can always change your email as time goes on. You could change your address and things, but add an email. I strongly encourage you to just, you know, whatever your username is, or just make a separate email for Bricklink, and it works well. So I'll stop talking about that now. Username. This is not what your store name is. This is a username that people can see when you purchase from them. Your name could be like Lego Lover 124, whatever. I'm sure some of those are probably taken. Or it could be your name with a couple numbers, because most names are usually taken, unless you have a really cool, unique name. Anyway, so the username is just something that identifies you as a member on Bricklink. It does not necessarily represent your store. And then password, make sure it follows all these, the criteria at least, and that it's protected, so to say, or secure. Definitely change that every once in a while. Add your birthday. I think they have this there for, buyer members under 18. I don't think it'll allow it, so it'll be your parents. And then your location. So when you do create your account, it'll probably also send you like an email verification. So go through those steps and we'll go from there. So, but then just register, and then you'll have a page that looks like this. So you'll have your My Bricklink up here and this new sell feature. The sell feature, so right now I'll show you, okay, if I upgrade to a seller, it tells me, okay, I currently do not have enough positive feedback. So you can learn more, read about this, but essentially you need to obtain positive feedback. And the best way to do that is just by buying an order from somebody. Buy a cool set, buy some parts that you need to complete a set or build a mock build, whatever you'd like to do. And then here's where you have your My Bricklink page. So you can change your image here. It has to be within certain dimensions for pixels and fitting into that size. You don't really want anything majorly detailed there, but you could do another minifigure or just something interesting. This is my secondary account. This is more for my like personal wanted list, things that I'm not selling. It's like my collection. And then here, this is where your ratings will be. So there's this option here that shows you these brick colors represent kind of your feedback rating. And, you'll start with yellow and then you'll work your way up. I believe I'm at a 4 right now with the James Brick Warehouse. I don't think I had a 5. I'll check later. But it's cool to see that build. And then you see some people out there that have like, this dark purple brick. And that they're like, they've been on Bricklink for a while, or they just have they probably also have a serious store, but you'd have to be on Bricklink for years, I'd imagine, for that, or just somebody that's really rich and buys, because you can obtain positive feedback both through sales and purchases. So do that. Check out all Bricklink's features, go over here to market. And like I said, check out, sets, parts, figures, books, gear, everything they have to offer. Parts, you're going to be sorting parts. If you intend on listing parts, then definitely familiarize yourself with this area. See, okay, hey, in the antenna section, what things are considered antennas. That way, when you sort, you can put everything that is an antenna in the correct bin. And I'll get into that with the sortation video. But, familiarizing yourself right now will really help. And it's nothing you have to really like, okay, I need to know this and print this and read this. No, you'll learn it as you go, browse through it, look at sets, see what types of parts are. Even just if you're completing a set here and there, you can kind of look at the part list and say, okay, cool, that's a modified brick piece, or that's a Technic pin. And then you'll slowly learn over time what's what. All right, guys, thank you very much for checking out the first video in the series on how to start your Bricklink store. Not a whole lot of information, but it is very crucial in starting a store. You need to create a username. You need to be familiar with Bricklink. You need to understand how the tabs works, what parts are out there, sets, figures, everything Lego related. So start brainstorming ideas for your awesome store name. Definitely get a separate email. And, just get ready to start selling. Next week's video is going to be very important. I will show you how to streamline your shipping, how to do payments, and how to add terms to your store. That way you can really get the ball rolling. So please tune in for that. Again, leave comments, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see or what questions you have. Thank you for checking this out, and I look forward to everything in the coming weeks here. So, yeah.